In this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to make a simple cutscene with animations in Roblox Studio. So, at the end of this video, you'll be making something like this. So, now as you can see, we have a little idle animation over here. So, once I go and touch this part over here, then our cutscene will start like this. So, yeah. So, without further talking, let's get into the video. Okay, so first of all, let me show you guys how it works. So inside my workspace, I have a folder named as cam-f, and inside of that I have two parts named as cam1 and cam2. Currently both these parts are set to be invisible, so let me just make them 0.5 transparency. And now as you can see, this is cam1 and this is cam2. So basically what happens is that when the game starts, a idle animation will be played on this character, and then whenever a player walks on top of this part, then that player's camera will shift to the position of the cam1, and then the cutscene will start, and then the character's animation will be changed to a second animation, and then the camera will move from cam1 to cam2 position, and then the cutscene will end like after 4 or 3 seconds, and then the second animation will be stopped, and then the idle animation will be continued. And yeah, I hope you guys understand how it works. So now let's continue. Okay, so let me delete this stuff and start from the beginning. So for the purpose of this video, I'll be using this model I made named as display scene. It includes a Roblox girl rig and the body and the parts of blocks over here. So for the people who want to follow along the video, I will be including that template in my Discord server without the clothing and weapons. So head over to my description and join my Discord server, and then scroll down and you will see the open source channel. Click on that, and then you will see the cutscene template, and if you cannot find this, simply copy this text and try searching it. Okay, so if you guys want to follow along the video, then download this. Okay, to get started, simply go to home and insert a part, and then go to workspace and insert a folder, and then rename that folder as cam-f, and then rename the part as cam_1, and then put the part inside of the cam folder, and then simply press Ctrl+D to duplicate, and then rename that as cam_2. okay, so now simply click on this part and then right click and then click on show orientation indicator, and as you can see, the part will begin to show which way the part is facing. So simply just rotate it so that it's facing the character's way, and then do the same thing for this one. Click on this part and then left click and right click and then show orientation indicator, and then simply rotate it. Okay, so now simply place these both parts on wherever you want. Okay, so I have placed my camera 1 over here and cam 2 over here. So what happens is that once the cutscene starts, our camera will go to the position of here, and then like over 2 or 3 seconds, our camera will twin from this place to this over here, looking here like that. Okay, so now insert another part and then make it light blue color, cyan color or whatever, and then name it as touch part, like that, touch part or whatever. So now we have made the simple structure, and also be sure to select both these parts, select this also, and make sure to anchor them. Okay, and also select these both parts and make sure to make it transparent to like 1, but for this video for this moment I will just make it like 0.5. okay, so now simply scroll down and on starter player, and inside of starter player scripts, insert a local script. Let's name it as cutscene, and then let's start writing our code. Okay, so now let me tell you how it works. So once the game starts, we're going to be waiting 0.5 seconds to wait until the script the game loads, and then we're going to be getting the twin service, which is useful to animate or twin our camera, and then we are getting the local player, and then we are getting the camera, and then we are getting the camera folder and the cam1 and cam2, and then we are getting the touch part, and then we are getting the character. Make sure to include the right name. So in our case the character's name is Roblox girl rig, so yeah, and make sure to include the right name if you change the name. And then here we have the animations. So I have two animations, and you should put your own animation ID on here, or you could just simply use my animations, copy the ID and spoof them, and use in the animation spoofer and convert it to your own animation and use it like that or whatever you want. And then here we have the twin properties. So the twin will take 1 second to complete, and it has an aging style of quad and is in direction of out, and then it will take 3 seconds, and then it will put the camera type to scriptable. So once we put the camera type to scriptable, that means we have full control to control over the camera. And then we are setting the camera C frame to the cam1 C frame, which means we are switching the camera view, the view area to the position of the cam1 C frame, which means the camera will go towards over here. And then after that we are gonna over here it's shows we are making the twin service. So the instance is camera, the instance which we want to animate. Then we are getting the twin info, the properties of our twin, and then the goal or the property table. So between these curly brackets is the goal. So C frame, which is referring to the camera C frame, is equal to cam2 to C frame. So as you can remember, previously we have set the camera to C frame to cam1 C frame. So now in the twin we are making the camera C frame to cam2 C frame, and then we are finally playing the cutscene. And then after 3 seconds we are putting the camera type to back to it should be custom, back to custom. So custom is the default camera type, the normal type. Okay, so now let's try playing. Okay, and it should work. Yes, and as you can see, within 3 seconds we went to here, and then the cutscene started. Let's try it again. Okay, 1 2 3, and yeah. Okay, so now we have to make the animations and the part touched knee. Okay, so continue. Okay, so now we're done with the script. Okay, so now let me tell you what happens. So we have the animation IDs over here, and then we are loading our animations. Each one we are loading, and so we are getting the humanoid first, getting the humanoid of our character, our Roblox rig, and then we are putting a new instance of animation, and then we are setting the animation ID equal to the idle anim variable, and then we are loading the animations. So like we're doing this for both these animations, and then finally we are playing the idle animation. So like when the game starts, the idle animation will be playing, and then we get the twin properties, and then we get the twin statement, and then we have a variable named as is touched equal to false. This variable is useful to like prevent spamming and like to prevent multiple contexts to the touch part. You will understand. Okay, so now when the main part is touched, we have put in a function with argument of hit, and so if it's touched, then it checks this if statement. So like if is touch equal to false, which is yes, and also it checks if hit dot parent dot name, like the player who hit, like if the player who hit, like so like if it checks if the hit dot parent dot name, like the player who touched the part name is equal to the player dot name. So this player means like the player over here. So like it checks if the player is equal to the player in local script, then is touch is set true, and then we are setting the camera type to scriptable, then setting the camera keyframe to command C frame, and then we are playing the cutscene, and then we are waiting 1 second, and then we are playing the idle animation, and then we are stopping the idle animation, and then we are playing the grid animation. And then so once the grid animation has been stopped, like it waits until the grid animation is stopping. So after that it changes the camera type back to custom, and then it plays the idle animation back, and then like after 6 seconds it sets the is touch set to false. Like this is the cooldown. So and also I have changed the twin time to 3 seconds. So now let's try and see. Okay, and now as you can see, we can see the idle animation already working. Now it's perfect. Okay, so now let's try touching the part. Okay, and now as you can see, we have successfully made the animation and the cutscene. And you can just make these two parts invisible. Also one more thing, you will notice like if we touch the part, still our character can like walk, like yeah. And to prevent that, let's add a little line over here. So come between this line, like under the local player variable, and type local controls equals require player dot player scripts dot player module and then colon get controls. Okay, so once you do that, simply go down, and then over here, like when the cutscene enters the script, like over here, make controls colon disable, and then over here like at over here, guess let's do it over here do it controls may enable, like that. Okay, so now let's see. So basically what this does is like it disables the control, so like the player cannot move, and then after the final animation is done and when it's close to making the camera back to normal, then it enables the control back again. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, now let's see. Okay, and now let's see, we can move when the animation is in the process. So yeah, and once the animation is done, we can move back again. Okay, so yeah, and guess that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.